Hey!
Hey!
We're recorded. Nice.
We're live.
And y'all just do whatever y'all want to.
I'm Geoff. Billy.
I'm Billy.
If you've never put the faces with the voices,
You've been missing out.
or have you?
I don't know.
So here's what we're going to do. We got our good friend Pat Jones here. I keep pointing. He's behind the camera. There's his hand.
Okay.
Pat does some pretty fun videos on YouTube, and so I reached out and I said, hey, let's kind of brainstorm, see if we can do something. So we thought a good segment to do would be Twitter questions.
It's the fun segment. Pat's a fun guy. We're fun guys. So we're doing this. The answer's going to be a little bit different than the recorded version of the podcast, which we just finished doing. But we're just going to rehash it a little bit, give you a little bit of recruiting news, give you kind of a teaser for the podcast, if you will.
Yes.
So
if you enjoy these dumb Twitter questions that we answer, or the dumb way we answer the questions,
the
good questions.
You'll love these videos. So first, Charlie Wade from Charlie 1310 KTCK, which, as you told me earlier, was from because it was the ticket, the radio station. The realistic chances TCU basketball makes a madness. I'm assuming that means makes like March Madness, goes to the tournament.
He could be talking NIT, just some type of March.
NIT is really mad. It's the most madness. CBI.
They will make the
College
NIT.
Basketball Invitational.
They will.
I feel this is definitely an NIT team. We've seen 10 games. They're 9-1. They look good.
Strong strength of schedule. Strong RPI.
Mm-hmm. As long as you win probably 5 Big 12 games, you should be going to the NIT. Maybe even 4. If we think 7 gets you into the tournament, 4 should get you in the NIT.
I think so.
And 1 gets you in the CBI.
Yeah.
And then just not playing anymore gets you in. There's another one. There used to be another basketball tournament.
It's the Vegas one.
You have to pay to go to.
That they're like.
I think we're avoiding that at all costs.
Yeah.
They already won one tournament in Vegas this year.
So when we look at the schedule, we think you got to be the 6th best team to still get in the tournament. I think six
guarantees. Seven puts you squarely on the bubble, which is my favorite phrase in all of college basketball.
Squarely on the bubble.
Squarely on the bubble.
Okay.
I love that phrase. Always have.
Well, here's the unknowns with that. Oklahoma State, new coach.
Yep.
Texas Tech, new coach.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those programs were down last year.
Right.
So with us, Tech, Oklahoma State, and then how underwhelming UT's been.
In Kansas State, still not great. So if, say, you sweep the bad teams of Kansas State, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma State, who may not be bad, but maybe worse than TCU, you just have to win one more to get into the tournament. We're thinking.
Yeah. So
in Texas, like we said, it's underwhelming. You get the home game there. Maybe you upset Oklahoma in one of these games.
I put it at 40% they make the NCAA tournament.
I will say, I feel good after. I just convinced myself into a much higher number, which is scary and terrifying. I'll say 50.
All right.
Wham! Why not? That wasn't. I don't know if it was a percentage question that was asked, but oh snap! Hold up.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Well, is this a real thing? Tyrese Locke just committed to TCU.
Boom!
So.
3-star defensive tackle, Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Yes. Blessed to now be a TCU Horned Frog. He actually tweeted this out 2 hours ago. I don't know why I'm just now seeing this. We've been, honestly,
breaking news!
Breaking news.
Because we've been in here.
We've been sitting in here podcasting the last 2 hours. I've been looking at my phone most of the time. But yeah, huge addition to the class. Yeah, crazy. We're just in there, just high five. That's our. When we get a new commit, high five.
And on the podcast, we had breaking news about another recruit.
Jordan Agasiva, who we feel okay about. That's a download.
Purple Menace Podcast on iTunes.
Yes, review 5 stars. Say hi, mom. So yeah, we'll have a little more on Tyrese Locke a little later on the website and on the show. So next Twitter question. Speaking of recruiting, we'll go with KJ Thornton's question of how many recruits are making the commitment announcements at the Under Armour U.S. Army All-Star Game and still have the Frogs in the mix. There are a handful that are still TCU's technically still on the radar for, but we think the only guy that'll be there representing TCU is Jalen Rager.
Unless somebody flips there.
Which would be
crazy.
Which would be crazy. You don't see a whole lot of flips. A lot of guys bring the hats and they put them on the table like at halftime in the middle or in between quarters and make their announcements, which it's a really cool thing for the kids to do. TCU got that last year from Ross Blacklock, who committed at this game a year ago. So I don't think we'll see any commitments for TCU there, but they're in the mix on some guys still.
Well, what could happen, and this kind of factored in last year, Shewo Alanalua was there playing, was a TCU commit already, and was a running back there. We still thought he was going to be a linebacker or a safety here. He balled out in that game.
He had 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. 1 receiving and 1 rushing. And that kind of swayed Patterson on how he thought he might use him coming into the spring.
Yeah.
Because he was another early enrollee guy. So having Jalen Rager there on the offensive side, I mean, if he goes out there and gets crazy, some of these other recruits that may have not made a decision yet or are on the bubble, squarely on the bubble.
Squarely
with
on the
their,
bubble.
with
That's my jam.
With theirs, they may
That's
see
my-
that and
that's
go,
my kind of talking. So, talk about bowl practice a little bit. Totally off subject. I'm just trying to keep this short and concise. Bayou City Frog asked, any idea what the practice schedule looks like leading up to the bowl game? The bowl's obviously in like 2.5 weeks or whatever.
Usually the practice schedule stays about what it is, which is like weights and conditioning on Sunday. Monday's an off day, rest day, so you want to hit the weights hard. Really gas yourself on Sunday. Go balls to the wall the whole time on Sunday.
Footballs to the wall.
Correct. Monday off, and then you get back into game plan on Tuesday and into your regular work week. But when you're playing, you know your opponent, and you've got 3 weeks to prepare. Yeah. Probably going to be a little bit more on the field,
it's a lot
specialty
of game planning.
Yeah,
it's a lot of game planning. You know what Georgia does, which spoiler alert is run the ball really well. Nick Chubb is a monster running back of theirs, and also Mikel, the other running back.
Yes, he's also good.
He's also really good as well. He's another possible NFL guy too. And Georgia
freshman quarterback
has a history of putting out running backs in the NFL. So yes, there's another thing to look for. Last question we'll do for this video is going to be from Yellum K, one of our favorite tweeters. Ask what is the percentage we see Sean Robinson on the field this coming season?
I think we'll see him. I think we'll see him because there's 5 other guys on the roster right now that are quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. 2 of them redshirted this year. One's a preferred walk-on, so we don't know if he'll ever play.
Yeah.
Grayson Muehlstein has been here the same amount of time as Foster Sawyer, and he's entrenched in that 3. Is he ever going to be above that 3? Probably not.
Probably not. I think Muehlstein is just content to save his brain and be a good old college student.
That's fine.
That's fine by him.
So it really, I think it boils down to this game, the Liberty Bowl. If Kenny Hill's his lower body injury is still
there you go,
keeps him from being able to play, and this is Foster starting. This may be Foster's.
I think they want to. I think it's definitely gonna be a Foster tryout. But do you think they want to win and just to not finish 6-6 or 6-7?
Oh yeah, no.
I think they want to win to go 7-6. Don't get that losing record on your mark if you're GP. Finally get win number 150. He's been sitting on that for a couple weeks. We didn't expect it to be sitting this long. Yeah. I think Kenny's gonna be the starter if he's healthy enough to go.
So if Kenny,
but I could see it being. So I still don't think they like Foster based on last year's bowl game. Down 31-0 or 28-0 after the first quarter, and you don't go to your backup. You leave your fifth-year senior in there who's got 0 career starts in to finish out the game, and obviously it worked out well. But if they really believed in Foster to be the guy of the future, he would have come in that game very early on. And I've said that for a while now. So I think there's a 50% shot, at least, maybe even 6% shots you see Sean Robinson at some point next season. I think Kenny's your starter week 1 next year against.
And JSU. Sean will be here in January.
Sean will be here in January.
So he's going to get a chance.
Yeah.
That spring practice, that spring game, and what they do with the offense, how do they change it? Do they make it more run-oriented? Is it more zone read to use his skills? Because we don't really have mobile quarterbacks anymore. Kenny's mobile.
Mobile, but he's not as mobile as like Boykin was.
Right.
Yeah, Sean Robinson is much more that mobile. But another guy you mentioned that go more run-heavy, get Shaywo the ball a little bit more. Because I could see him being thunder and lightning with Darius Anderson. Obviously, you still got Kyle Hicks there too. He's like the most NFL-ready player on this entire roster.
And Sean Nixon coming back.
And Sean Nixon should be back. But his second major knee surgery in, 3 years, I believe? That's dangerous. That's scary. What? Because Matt Jennings pointed that out to you, you got all mad? Hi, Matt Jennings. Hello, Georgia.
So Sean Robinson will play.
We believe Sean Robinson will play at some point this season. So that's a quick look at our Twitter questions, how we normally do on the show. We high-fived more than I thought we would on this little video, but
high-five once.
I think that's one more times than I expected to high-five. I don't know what to do with my hands, but yeah, there's a good little look-see.
PurpleMenace.com.
TCU.rivals.com. I'm at Billy Wessels on Twitter. If you want to send us questions, I'm at TCU_rivals as well.
At GEOFFREY _CRAIG.
You get your pretty face put up right here. I don't know if you're going to do this or
I
not,
can do
Pat.
it. Yeah.
You can put their Twitter
that way I'll
Twitter
just
handles
spell it
there.
out every single time.
Yeah, there you go. Click here and here and here. I see the people do that on YouTube all the time. Click here to subscribe. You ever see that?
Click
here. Click all the places. Yep.